Hey, Passion Fighters. My name's Brad from Australia. I have an app called Primal 6, and I've been working on integrating Passion, Mailchimp, and Zapier. And I've had a lot of problems with it, so I thought I'd make a video showing what I've done to get it all up and running. The majority of the examples that are shown in Passion from this page, so I went to the support page here once you go to the Passion website, typed in Zapier, it came up with this page. I watched the video, read all the information. And then I specifically went to down the bottom here after connecting it all up. There's a page here that says, here is the list of different ways that you can use Passion with Zapier. And here, the specific one that I really wanted just to get happening first up was how to set up a welcome email to clients and new subscribers with Zapier. So I clicked on that. And when you go through and you watch the email and watch the video and read the details, the automation platform is called ActiveCampaign. I use Mailchimp, and the setup is a little bit different. So I've used as many of the setup parameters as what Dan has put into this video, but then I've taken it to the next step, and I had to do a lot of research to work out how to get Mailchimp to do what it did. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what we've got here is that to simplify it, you've got Passion. So this is my app here, primal6.passion.io. If someone was to get to this page here, this one, sign up, however they get to it, once they have signed up and put their email in and their password details, then you're wanting that to be able to then go to what's it called, Zapier. And Zapier is then going to send a message to Mailchimp. And when you get to Mailchimp, it's then going to send an email to the new subscriber. So what you'll notice here with the sign up page is that there is no first or last name. This is really important for the future to know this, because there is only an email and password details. If you set up a newsletter from Mailchimp to go out to your new subscriber, and you use a shortcut like F name, first name, it's then going to come up saying app user instead of their actual name, because there's no name that's actually gone in within the sign up. I think from what I've read, Passion say that from a privacy perspective, they're not allowed to take people's first name. That I don't agree with that. I think that can be easily done. But regardless, it's easy enough to be able to set up a generic welcome without actually saying, dear first name or hey first name. Anyways, regardless, I'm going to put in an email here now, an old email that I don't use anymore. I'm going to put in a test password, and I'll show you what the process should look like. So if I click on sign up there, don't save, not now. Then I'm going to click on start free course and get instant access. Sometimes it just goes straight to this page. I don't know what the difference is between the two. So my entry level membership to my app's called the Primal 6 Pioneer. If I confirm that order, I now will get instant access to the different modules that are part of this program here. Okay, so now if I was to click on here, then everything is available. Whereas usually if someone would come to this page without having a sign in, they will only see the very first lesson, which is this stuff here, a couple of videos and some information on how to log in and create an account, and the rest of it would be locked. So what we're wanting to do then now is we're wanting to check and see whether or not that email that just signed up went into the Passion metrics. So I'm just going to go over here and push refresh. And it has, as you can see there, that email is now in the system, which is awesome. We then want to go to here and push refresh with Mailchimp and make sure that it's actually on my subscription list now. Yes, it is. There it is, which is fantastic. And then the third part is we're wanting to actually see that we've received an email. So as you can see here, the email has now come through. It says Primal Holistic Health, welcome to the tribe. Or emails on a client like Outlook here, you have to download the images to be able to see the full thing. So here's the email. Got all the information that I need. Made it pretty simple with some images and stuff like that to teach people how to log in, what they're getting access to, where to go to be able to make purchases for other levels of my membership. So I have an external website called primal6.app, which was what was on the screen at the very, very beginning. Then I've got information here about web app versus standalone app, and I've got the QR codes that someone could scan with their phone if they're wanting to download the Passion app from the store and actually use that as a testing way to see how the app works. And then I'm encouraging people to personalize their account. I think this is an important aspect of the user experience, because we're not taking their name and their first name and their last name right at the very beginning during sign up. Then you need to be able to get them to do this so that the experience within the app is better. And if you're wanting to send them a personal message as well, you know who you're speaking to. Okay, so that's it. The email went through. That's all good. So how did I make all of that happen? Great question. So let's go to Zapier first. Okay, so I started up a Zapier account a long time ago, but I just was not using it, and so much so forth. Like I did so many tests with the original Zapier account that I had created. I've now created another one so that I actually then get a full 14 days of their full paid features. So I've got 1,000 tasks that I could do, 1,000 zaps basically, and I've got unlimited different zaps that I can create. Once this goes in 14 days, it'll change. This will say 100 and this will say 5, but I'm happy with just the one at the moment. This is all I really needed. So this is turned on here at the moment. Now, Dan did a great job of giving the majority of the specifications that you need to be able to create this simple zap here. An account is created in Passion, and then it sends the subscriber to Mailchimp. And in Mailchimp, when that new subscriber is received, it has a tag on it, and that tag basically then says within the Mailchimp system, send an email to these guys. So if I click on Edit Zap, I'll be able to go in and show you the specs, very similar to what Dan had put in his video. So if you need to go back and do exactly what he's done step by step, then please do. Or you could just have a quick look at what I've done here. I've connected it to Passion. The event that I chose was called Account Created. Clicked on Continue, and then went to Choose Account. My account there. I then tested the trigger. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is that once you click on that one, no, sorry, it goes to the next one here. Now it's gone into the Mailchimp system. So everything is connected within Passion. Okay. When we get to Mailchimp, you then want to log in with Mailchimp, and then it gives you event choices to choose from. I chose Add Update Subscriber. That's a little bit different to the naming of what it is within Dan's video using Active Campaign. You then choose an account. Mine's Mailchimp Primal Holistic Health. I then set up the action. So this is the stuff that's important. You put your audience here, subscriber, email. This is what I had stuffed up at the beginning, and I had put first name and last name. So essentially with the test email that you have, that the system has created, you are basically clicking on here and just click on that. Do not click on these, because if you do, then app user is what comes up as their name in Mailchimp, and not just the email itself. That's really important. Double opt-in, I put false. Update existing, I put yes. Replace groups, I put add only. Groups I haven't touched. Tags I have. This is an important aspect of the process that Dan was saying in his video, but I couldn't work out how to get this happening because I kept clicking on this and nothing would come up. It says Zap Sub now, but nothing kept coming up, and I'd click on custom to try and create Zap Sub, which was sort of what was suggested, and nothing would work. So what I'd worked out in the end was I had to actually go to Mailchimp and go to their tags part of their website and then actually create a tag called Zap Sub. So if you open up Mailchimp, you go over here to where it says audience tags. You'll see here that I have the only tag that I've got called Zapier subscriber. So I just clicked on create tag, did that, added it. That's it. Pretty easy. Now, when I go back to Zapier and I'd click on choose value, it would actually finally turn up, which is awesome. So I did that, clicked on continue. This is it. When you click on So I won't go through and do this just for sake of time for this video. If you click on retest action, what's going to happen then is that it's going to actually sign up Abradolf with his email, wherever it is, test@mail.ru. When you click on that, you are then going to get that email signed up as a new subscriber within Mailchimp. It won't do it to Passion. It'll just go to Mailchimp, and within your chosen list, it'll come up as a new subscriber. So you can know that this whole Zapier thing has worked, which is really important. I just couldn't get that to work the way that I wanted it to at the beginning. But if you do those settings, that should be all you need to do, and it will work. So I'm just going to close that there then now. Now, the next stage here is how do we now actually get a newsletter to go out to someone? So this is the tricky part. It took a long bloody time to work it out. So I kept going to campaigns. I've been using Mailchimp for a couple of decades, and I just kept going to all campaigns, and I just couldn't work out where it was. And I'm used to setting up sign up forms for lists and stuff. I couldn't work it out. So the next logical stage was to go to somewhere where there was an automation. And when I went to automation, I eventually found through this section here called All Journeys, I found an old email that I've been using for ages for new subscribers. So someone would subscribe to my website, and then they would receive that particular email. I couldn't work out how to replicate that particular newsletter, and create a new one just specifically for Passion. So this is what I did. Take note. So automations, all journeys, classic automations. So they have this thing called journeys now, which is sort of like a more visual way of being able to see the process of everything that we've just talked about. Someone subscribe, Passion, Zapier, Mailchimp. But you've got to pay extra for that. And if you're not ready to do any of that and invest in the next level of Mailchimp, this is the way you've got to do it with classic automation. So as you can see here, I've got one classic automation that is there. This is one email template that is ready to go to send out to people. Okay, and in order to be able to do that, though, as you can see, there's nothing, like it says build from scratch, but then straight away it takes you to the whole journey thing, and I didn't want to do that. You have to go to overview, automations overview, and right up the very top here, it's not very in your face. This is it. Check out classic automations. Create an automation email. They're all there, but I just clicked on tags and this stays here. So I'm wanting to do a tagged email. You click on that. Okay. You can name this whatever you want. Email subscribers when they're tagged. Okay. I'll even just put test. Select an audience with tags. It's going to be this one, Primal Holistic Health. Begin. Okay, and then it's going to come up here now with the process. It doesn't look anywhere as near as user friendly as the journey action and other ways that they have set this up. They want you to move on, basically. That's fair enough. They've got a business to run. They've got money to be made. So with this here, this is where you now click design email to choose a template and to add content. And when you finish designing, click next to review your automation. Well, there's a few little things here you have to do here first. So tag to contact, I'm going to click here. Trigger, what's the trigger? 1 day after the tag is added to the contact. Now I want it to go immediately, so I'm going to click on edit. I'm going to click here and go to immediately. I'm going to select my Zap sub tag. Okay, so this is basically associating an email template with Zap sub. Update the trigger. Every day, all day, I want it to happen. Filter by segment or tag. Post send action. Don't want to do anything with that. Just going to leave that. Going to move on to design email. And I've already got an email template made. Now, these things here, okay, name your email, same thing again. I'm just going to call it Primal 6 or whatever you want to call it. Email subject. I want to get rid of this RSS suggested one, and then you need to keep it short and snappy. Put in what you want to put. I put welcome to the tribe. And preview text, I've even used the preview text as well. This is like the first thing that you see under the subject line within an email. Who's it from? It's from me here. got my email address, and then I also will put in something separate here for Google Analytics because I do use that from time to time when I want to check on my stats. So now you can click on either next, or down the bottom you'll see setup template design. I'm just going to go to template there. Now you've got all of your featured layouts that you can choose: themes, save templates, campaigns. I'm going to go straight to save templates. Okay, so if you want to learn how to make your own Mailchimp newsletter, if you've never done it before, then I'll leave that to you. Go to YouTube and search Mailchimp email for dummies. But you'll see here with mine, I've created the newsletter that you saw that was received in the earlier part of the video. That basically is a result of what I have done here. It's all drag and drop type sort of stuff. All the information is there, as you can see. Then I'm going to click on save and continue. Okay, so that's all done there now, which is awesome. And then I'm going to click on the last button here. You'll see it pops up there. That's what it looks like. I'm going to click on next. Ready to send. Review your workflow, audience tracking, emails, tag to contact. That's all ready to go. So I'm going to click on start sending. And that is now done. All you need to do is now go to sign up. Okay, go back to your sign up page here. So if I log out of that one and you go back to sign up, you want to test this. Put in another, not log in, sign up, put in another email and password, set it up, and then go through and see if it works. That's the ultimate goal that you're wanting. If I go back here to campaign success, though, if you're wanting to delete that test one that you've actually done, or in this case for me, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to go to all campaigns. Okay, and here's the test. This is the one that I've got that's actually live and working and running. Well, it will be once I get this thing up and running. I need to edit it, to pause it first, and then I can actually delete it from there. Pause and edit. Yep, that's paused now. I'm going to go save. I'm going to go to dashboard just to get out of that. I want to go back to all campaigns, and I should be able to click on it and delete it. Yep, great. Delete, delete, delete. Epic, that's gone. So I hope that's of help there, guys. I've tried to keep that as short as I possibly can, but hopefully that'll help some other passion fighters out there. Get out there, get primal, and hope you have some fantastic success with your app.